morning, Red Cedar Foxes. This is WRCE, your Foxes Morning News. I am David.
And I am Reese. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the South Carolina Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of South Carolina and pledge to the Palmetto State love, loyalty, and faith. Today is Monday, October 8th. Happy birthday to Brielle.
This afternoon, Foxes Jam 2, Dances Humble 2, and the Craft Club will meet.
Tomorrow morning, Drum and Dance and Cursive Club for 4th and 5th graders will meet.
In the United States, Columbus Day observance is held each year on the second Monday in October. The day signifies Christopher Columbus' arrival to America on October 12, 1492.
We all know how it started. On August 3, 1492, Columbus and his 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, set out from Spain and embarked on an historic journey. True, but let's settle the why once and for all. Columbus wasn't trying to prove the Earth was round. He didn't need to. Greek mathematician Pythagoras suspected we were living on a sphere as early as the 6th century BC, and Aristotle backed him up 2 centuries later when he noticed the Earth's shadow could be seen during a lunar eclipse, sliding past the moon in miniature, and it was round. So why did Columbus bother getting off the couch at all? Money. In the 15th century, spices were a hot commodity. Traders shipping them between Asia and Europe could get rich quick. However, with the fall of Constantinople to the Turks, Europe lost its most popular route to the treasures of the East. Columbus realized his opportunity, become the first person to plot a western route to Asia and enjoy unprecedented glory and riches. Inconsistent maps made calculating routes difficult. Columbus finally charted a southwestern course he believed was short enough to keep him and his men from dying of starvation and thirst. Spain's Queen Isabella, eager to expand her empire, agreed to roll the dice on Columbus's route. So on that August morning in 1492, Columbus and his men sailed off in those famous ships, laden with hopes of finding their way to Asia and making both Spain and themselves a heck of a lot of money. After a pit stop in the Canary Islands, the charted world was behind them. Columbus had been right not to trust existing maps, but he didn't realize that his own plotted course to Asia was short by nearly 10,000 miles. Luckily, a series of islands, the future West Indies, lay almost exactly where he believed India to be, and the relieved sailors made landfall. This is where things get tricky. We're still not sure of the exact location where Columbus first landed, but he was convinced he'd made it to India and declared the route successful. Mission accomplished. The Indians who greeted him were actually an indigenous people who had lived there for centuries. So the claim that Columbus discovered the Americas is only true from a European perspective. But as far as Columbus was concerned, he was right where he'd expected to be. In an exotic land full of natives and spices. Columbus returned to the Spanish court a hero. All were convinced the route was a success, and it surely was, but not as they'd expected. Columbus inadvertently achieved the monumental task of joining the 2 hemispheres, in effect doubling the size of the habitable planet and establishing trade between the continents.
Remember to work hard, be kind, and show respect. Have a foxtastic day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow morning.